welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. This is actually being filmed on Vlogmas Day 8 because yesterday was a cookie cutter day of sitting at my desk, working out, sitting at my desk, and eating dinner. Thankfully nothing dramatic happened other than I went to bed stupidly early because we were just so tired. So we thought we'd make the most of using the nice daylight to give you a little art tour of the place. So it's still a work in progress. We haven't got everything, but I thought I'd show you some of the pieces that we found in case you would like to do a version of it yourself, or if you're just looking for some inspo of how things have been laid out. But we shall have a look. So, starting in the dining room, living room, we shall go with this and see what we find. We have our IKEA, which is basically an IKEA for art, if I can say that. So it is actually huge, and there's basically no way we could have justified paying the proper money for something like this without it being an IKEA. So that is, I think, just over £200. Comes in a little box, and you clip together these plasticky papery sheets. I mean, it's this thin, if you can see that. Excuse the Christmas tree. And it comes with command strips to go along the top, and so John amazingly was able to do that and hang it at the right height and do everything in the right way to mean that it fits your space essentially perfectly, as in if you could see this, it's kind of exactly what you'd want it to be because we were able to request how many squares and high and wide it was. So you could have the same image because it's one of their stock images, and you can have it smaller, or you can have any other image you basically want. You can upload your own or use their other stock ones. Their stock ones are really good, and we wanted to use one of ours from the Isle of Skye, but we were a bit nervous that it might be grainy, and as you can see, this is huge, and the grain on it is so not okay, and it kind of tells you if it's not going to work out. You can see only right when you get up super close is it just a little bit fuzzy, which that's pretty good going for something that kind of size. So that is our IKEA AIXXI. I will link everything below with the actual costings and websites if you were interested. I think one piece is gifted, I'll say that, but everything else is pretty much bought for, seeking to be affordable in what we've been able to put money aside for to decorate the house. So this is the next piece, which is from Lydia Hyons. She's a wonderful artist that I do actually know in person and love dearly. She's great. This one is Derwent Water, which is a place in Keswick, which for us, we really love that place. It's very special to us. We have done the Keswick Convention in 2019 and virtually, sorry, John is like here very kindly keeping out of the way. Yeah, Keswick Convention, it's great. We've done that, and that is where this is, and it's a combination of different textures, and you can see there's Derwent water there, and you get the water. She's done quite a few screen prints like this that I love. Oh, we haven't finished. We'll see another piece of hers that she gave us for our wedding, which we are super thankful for. But over here is our love for Disney Pixar. Hello! So here we've got the little umbrella, we've got lava, we've got the one, oh, I absolutely love Piper. It's so good. It's so good. But yes, to be able to get these short films in poster form was lovely. They were £20 each on eBay with an offer for one was buy two get one free, which was crazy because we really wanted 3. We tried so many different ideas for this kind of space. Previously it had a telly on it, which was just weird. You kind of watched it over the bars, and we wanted this space to be hospitable and community and people focused, so therefore we took out the technology that would be a TV. So we can watch stuff on our laptops, we can put it on the side, or we can watch things upstairs. But I love having artwork up there instead of a TV screen. So we have joined into, thank you, my husband's closing the door for me. We've come into the hallway, and this was something we really wanted to create, a space that lifts your eyes up from the stairs. It's easy to just go from, oh hello, go from a place to the next place and kind of just put your head down and go. But seeking to create something to kind of enjoy this space. And this space is really quirky. It's quite cool and weird, and it's just an odd space. So we kind of wanted to mirror that with artwork and try and create something that kind of slows you down on the stairs and makes you kind of think about something or be inspired or just have a different insertion of thought. Ooh, Anyway, you can see there's a big space up here. If you have something that you think I should know about for this little space, please let us know. We're thinking currently either 2 A2 somethings or an A1 landscape. So for perspective, that is the kind of space we're working with, and it feels like it needs something. But that takes us to here, which we have scripture. So some pieces from the Bible that we value and liked in the art form that they'd been done. And I think they were like £10 on Etsy, I'm not quite sure. We really wanted to have scripture on the walls. There's a bit of a story as to how those ones were picked and why they're in that order, but of course we've thought about the story of it, but that's for another video, I imagine. Archmood, this is a signed poster from another creator conference we went to that really was very special for us. It was a wonderful time of refreshment and restoration of soul and of joy and of meeting creatives and of thinking about how Jesus shapes our creativity and being a Christian and an artist and not just putting kittens and Bible verses out and all of that jazz. So that is wonderfully capturing that from 2019. Let us take a break from the stairs to jump into bedroom, we call it bedroom 3 for our Airbnb. And again, we wanted to keep it fairly neutral in that for people coming to stay, it's a bit of a white box. It means they can come in without feeling like they have to be anything or anything like, it's just simple and clean and bright, but with a little bit of interest, which is our alternative movie posters. We have The Lion King and we have Toy Story. I really like, they kind of honour the directors, basically. I just really like that. I like that we can pick up a little bit of the yellow theme. We've got that going on through the house. Bit of the teal, kind of, sort of, with these two, which was really nice. And they were £30 each at A2 size. You can get them smaller, maybe less. You can get quite a lot of different films on there, actually. It's a kind of a branding of redoing film posters. We really love those ones. So if you're after something like that, would recommend. Should we go downstairs? Yes, let us go downstairs and see what we have, which is, oh, I haven't done the Victoria line side. That's quite key. Let's rewind and do this piece, which is probably our favourite piece. We absolutely love it, but it's huge, like, it's mad. Can you imagine trying to fit this in anywhere other than this exact space? So it was a mare and a half to get this one. Story time. So we looked at it for ages. It was really up our street because we've been on the Victoria line for ages. Like in our dating, engagement, it was all Victoria line stuff. We really liked the idea of going down because you go down the stairs and onto Victoria line, la la la. And for some reason, the one that I tried to buy, which was an older version of this one, it had black up here, it was smaller, freaked out in the shopping basket, and basically they sold it to someone else, and somehow I still bought it, and there was just a lot of drama. Months went by. They honoured the Black Friday sale that I'd got it on. They only charged me £254, which again, I say me, us, I just hit my head on the back of the thing. It's fine, I'm fine, it's fine. We thought that we weren't ever going to see it again and it was all going to be gone. And already at that point, £250 was a lot of money for us, even though the ones that are like the proper signs are basically £2,500. So the fact that they honoured this, gave us this one and just sorted it out after a really rough time was immeasurably appreciated, and so we are very thankful to have this. And considering how much the other ones cost, we were very thankful for the price. Note, if you do get any of their signage, you have to think quite carefully about how you put it up, which was basically they come with screw holes. So John was able to put a bit of wood onto the wall, and then we screwed this onto the wall because it is quite a tricky one to kind of attach, just because it's not really meant to go on a wall. Anyway, whilst we were on the TFL museum website thing, we found this. I had to dig around quite a lot. I don't think there's search function, well it wasn't anyway, maybe they've changed it, it wasn't great, so it took ages to find this. And it's beautiful with all the homage to the different theatres and the different like underground lines from how old it is. So really loved this. And it even looks like it's on a mount, but it is actually just printed, but it was uniquely printed, so I believe it was something like 40 quid. compared to our one upstairs, which is £10. So this one was quite a particular piece, and we had to then get a very specific frame to the millimetre basically for it. All of our frames, I believe, are either from IKEA or from Nielsen frames, which we really love the Nielsen frames. They're really nice quality. They were really good. One frame came damaged and they were able to sort it out, no problems. Yeah, just we really liked the clean black look. So, do these count as art? I don't know. They are... Oh, hello. You can see my thumb there. These are the Happy Blossoms that my parents got me, which are just gorgeous for my birthday. I might have requested that from them, but I really, really, really love them. And at quite a price. I think they were $45, I think, which for a medium, in my opinion, is a lot for flowers that have been baked. But I don't understand the process or the art form involved in making that, so I imagine it takes hours and lots of skill and is a small business. So great for that. And also they have lasted so long. They're supposed to last a year and they're already a few months in, and apart from falling over and getting a little bit damaged, they're absolutely fine. So I would happily pay that again to have such a lovely thing for such a long time. So yeah, if you want a really nice bunch of flowers, they'll only last you a little bit of time. Anyway, would recommend. The How to Cook Everything in the Redeemed Kitchen. So we personalised it. This was £18. I know, it looks like someone bought it for us, and we are here going, we bought it for ourselves. We just really wanted something fun and kitcheny, and actually quite useful. So if you can see, it has kind of temperatures, it has how to make different sauces up. I've used this one quite a few times. Yeah, just little helpful things when you're like, now I'm doing gravy, I need to just quick, or batter, or just something, I'm like, I feel like I know it, but just let me check. It's been really good for that. So that was fun on Not on the High Street, I believe. This is the other one from Lydia Hines. You can't quite see it, but it is in fact a roast dinner in art form. And she gave that kindly to us for our wedding as a wedding present, which was so, so, so sweet of her. She's great. You're great. You're great, Lydia. You're great. And this actually ended up somehow becoming the theme colours of our kitchen, which must have been a subconscious thing, because look, it's like orange and dark green. I don't know how that happened, but that happened. So I think that is all that is downstairs. So we go upstairs. If I don't wear myself out too much. Whew. Oh, yes, we've done Hutch Mood. Aha, we have another one up here. Let's start here. I'm not doing well on these stairs. Winded myself. Right, let's try again, shall we? Okay, here we go. Up. Ta-da! Now you can't quite see, but it's actually really textured, and it's just a really lovely, simple design. And being the theme of our wedding, being an up-themed wedding, John and I, being like Carl and Ellie, we wanted to kind of capture that and share our love for Disney Pixar in a bit more of a non-obvious way. I mean, it says up and it's got balloons on it, but you know what I mean? It's kind of minimalisty. There's loads of up stuff on, what's it called? Oh, eBay. No, Etsy. But that was the one we liked. But I do recommend, if you are looking for something that you think you like a film or something, you might find some creative interpretations of it, which is really lovely. Sorry, I'm still out of breath from coming up these stairs. Right, Eschers. Ta-da! So, these were a lovely pair that we were able to get. And again, I think from Etsy, probably about £30. But really love just the fun and quirkiness of this, the kind of impossible stairs, and the fact that it's on a staircase is fun. John actually had a book of these and really loved them, so this was his particular, let's do this, which I was like, yay, I remember seeing him at school, this is great. My favourite probably is this one, I don't know if you can tell. So, you have this chap looking at the boat, but over here, you have a woman who is on top of the art gallery that he is in looking at the boat. So it's just a really fun kind of circular piece, I suppose. It's just the idea of having something that kind of bends your perspective and makes you kind of look at something twice. And that was kind of, again, the thinking of this area, to kind of give you a bit of creative as you walk through. Does having a living wall count, or a fake living wall? This was clipped together from IKEA. You can kind of see it's like this kind of vibe. We stuck on 30 metres of fairy lights one day that took quite a while, and clipped these together, which was quite a job, but was just time consuming. It wasn't terrible. We got our measurements slightly wrong, so do make sure you have a spare, because we ended up using our spare and needed one more, because there was a difference in the millimetre size if you are going to clip these together for the like male and female parts that clip together, to make sure that all works. Just be careful on your sizes. But we absolutely love this. It's brought a lot of joy. And we're into our Airbnb room. This is Airbnb Room 2, so it's got the 4-poster bed and it's got IKEA fun lights, and trying to be again a bit fun, a bit playful, but also keep it fairly neutral enough that people would come without feeling like they're stepping into Alice in Wonderland. So here we have David Fleck's affordable art prints. So these were £30 each, and we really love them. The idea of that coziness of that little house in the forests, and then we love the city and more balloons. Yes, yes, please. With the tone and the colour matching our palette, and it being recommended actually by an Airbnb guest. Thanks, Claire. Brilliant. Brilliant suggestion. We really loved having this pair to complement each other in this room. They previously had just some other stuff kind of placeholding, so it was really nice to get kind of finished set. So thank you, David Fleck, £30. I think it says that. How are we doing? This is our room. Ah yes, we have the wonderful At the Zoo poster. So, at the zoo, for the zoo, my bad. This was £10 from the TFL website again. We actually saw this before we got a zoo membership and absolutely loved the zoo. So it was really fun to find something that we didn't know we loved, and we got it because we loved the design and we liked the lettering and the pictures. And now we love the zoo, so that's really fun. We really like having that one. And again, kind of goes with a bit of animal theme that we've got on all paper. I realised I do actually have some other art. I don't know if this counts to show you. You might not want to see these, but you might. Who knows? Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. This was print done by a guest of my parents, actually. And it's just nice to have that in a cupboard where you're going to put things on, to just remember who you are before you do that. This was my sister. Fun Disney quotes from Etsy, much appreciations. And there's a picture of me kissing my husband, cause that was our first kiss, because we're that weird. I know, so crazy. I think that is everything. I think that is all that we have art-wise in our house. If I've forgotten something, apologies. I think I've got everything. But yes, if you have any ideas for that space in the hallway, or in fact anywhere else that you've been like, you could fit a cheeky little we're all ears. If you enjoy this, please give it a like. If you would like to see more of this kind of thing, or have suggestions, would love to see a friendly comment. And if you haven't subscribed and you would like to, please do subscribe, press the notification bell, and I'll see you for day 8. Goodbye now!